Alright, Revenge of the Dream 3 has finally released thanks to Dreamville and the whole crew. I've worked together on this project featuring other artists we may be familiar with. Now, before I start this review, I just want to mention I have done a review on Freddie Gibbs and Mallet Bandana. For those that don't know about Freddie Gibbs, you may be asking. Oh, you want to check that for yourself because Freddie Gibbs has dropped one of the greatest albums this year. So yeah, please check that out. Link in the description down below. Also, there will be a link to the Bandana project on Spotify or YouTube, whatever you're familiar with. You might want to check it out on YouTube first before giving it on Spotify, because you want to give it a listen first, then add it on your playlist. So yeah, but anyways, let's begin. Not one of my anticipated albums because of course it was announced later in 2019, and when it finally released I was very excited, so I gave it a few tracks. And the opening track, Under the Sun, beautiful. I love how Kendrick came out of nowhere. It felt very classical to me. I gave it a listen to again when I woke up because I listened to it at 12 o'clock in the morning. Then at 1 o'clock I fell asleep. Then I woke up, but I don't know how. I guess the fireworks. Of course, they want to wake a neck up. You probably hear fireworks, so don't be surprised if you hear them while I'm talking through this album review. But yeah, DaBaby did very well. He did very solid on the track. Also, I was very surprised to hear him. I wanted to know what can he do with the track as well, because it was very different from him. Because usually he would rap about, he would do street stuff. I see him more as a street rapper than a rapper. If you understand where I'm coming from. Basically, I don't see him as Wu Tang or Danny Brown and rappers like that. If you understand where I'm coming from. So rappers like T.I, Vince Staples, Saba also made an appearance, and as I mentioned, DaBaby, which was a surprise appearance to me. I was very excited to see them, for a minute. And when I heard Vince Staples and Saba, I just got off my seat because I like the way how that beat just flowed through when Vince Staples started rapping. It was very unique. Some of the songs very cliche. Now that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just that some of the performances could be very repetitive, such as JID. Now, JID is my favorite. Well, one of my favorite rappers. I'd say he's in the top three of my favorite rappers. I got Denzel Curry, then MF Doom, then JID. But I felt like he could have done so much better with his flows and delivery. Not necessarily a bad thing. He did very well overall as an artist. And that's for the majority of these rappers that are in this project. EARTHGANG, every Lennox, basically the whole Dreamville that just popped up, gave everything they can, and has released a very memorable project from this year. And as I say, it's memorable because one of the tracks actually in the album is Middle Child. I didn't think they'd put Middle Child in here, and don't get me wrong, it's a it's a cold track, but it's not really Dreamville, like all of them together. But I understand it's the release from Dreamville, so for putting it in the album, I wasn't expecting it though. It came out way long ago. It did somehow manage to be the first song that will go platinum, not just platinum, but also multi-platinum. The first song that ever got platinum this year, which I was very excited because for those that don't know, I got this CD here. This CD for my subscriptions. If you're wondering why I have it here, this is my favorite album. I will mention in another video why this is my favorite. But yeah, this album right here, it's a Forest Hills Drive 2014. Always be my favorite album. No album will ever replace that. However, let's get back into it. They have released some singles before the album has released, like Down Bad, which was a very good song. Costa Rica and LamboTruck, which were also solid tracks. I didn't really enjoy Got Me because I felt like it was generic as an R&B track. That's how I looked at it. Now, Ty Dolla Signs, I have no issue with Ty Dolla Signs. I like the majority of his songs. And Lennox, she was my favorite throughout the album because every time I would hear her voice, I get so excited. But with that, what got me, I felt like this track could have been a little better, but it's not the worst track in the project. I'll get to that in a minute. The album is Ladies, 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 Costa Rica, 1993. Of course, the opening introduction of the track when you hear Kendrick Lamar, that I love the track. LamboTruck, Swivel, and many more songs. Also Sacrifices, as I mentioned. But yeah, those are the highlights. The downfall of this would probably be, in my opinion, oh wow, Swerve, because I didn't like. There was one thing, and I forgot what he said. It kind of ticked me off and bothered me. I don't know what it was. I think it was one of the hooks of the track. I was just like, he could have said something better. But yeah, that was just pretty much it. Otherwise, the track was not bad. I just didn't like the hook. Wells Fargo, I would have to hear that again. And I realized the reason why I didn't like that track was because they were just all over the place. I couldn't hear a single damn. Well, not that they were lyrical. It's just that it felt messy. Not just them saying what they have to say, but also the production as well. And what you want from production is nice and clean. That's something that I like about the new generation when it comes to their production. If you look back then, without the remastered, if you look back then to now, I love how the productions get more better. And come think of it, maybe it's one of the reasons why hip hop is number one as the most popular mainstream music right now. So that's understandable. But yeah, that's pretty much the only two tracks I didn't like. And also Got Me, but I wouldn't put that as the worst tracks. Other than that, I there's actually not a single bad song on this project. And there's nothing else to really say. Give this album a solid 7. Now, the only reason why I gave it just a solid 7 is only because, one, first off, solid 7 is not bad at all. Now, if it was a solid 6, you may could have an argument. But if you want to argue about the review, you better go down in the comments down below and we talk about it, alright? Because I'm not going to argue. It's not going to change my opinion, so what's the point? But anyways, yeah, solid 7 from this project. I really enjoyed it. Now, I also gave it just a solid 7 only because I'm probably not going to go back to the album. Now, of course, throughout the week, I will listen to this project more often. That's Costa Rica, and the introduction is just beautiful. Beautiful tracks, and I'm going back to those tracks. But yeah, there's nothing else to say. I did what I have to do in order to make you guys happy about this review, and I was very excited. So yeah, comment down below, what are your thoughts on this album? Is it good, bad? Let me know down in the comments below. There will be a link to the description on Spotify and YouTube to take you to the album. And peace. All right, I'm on.